Hello, my name is Carl. I'm 2 Echo Zero Echo Zulu Tango. So in this quick video, I'm going to launch my audio podcast. So I've been running the YouTube channel now for about a year, less than a year really. Seriously, is only about 8 or 9 months. So the YouTube channel has gone from about 200 subscribers in, I think it was about April time, to 2,500 subscribers. So thank you to everybody that has subscribed and contributed to the YouTube channel. It's absolutely, it's really good to actually see that people take an interest in the stuff that I do. And so what I've decided to expand the work that I'm doing. As well as doing the YouTube videos, I'm also going to be some audio podcasts. And some of these podcasts, if you have a look at I'll give you all the links below as well. But the podcast is called Portable Amateur Radio Podcast. Why not? So basically, it is very similar to the video work. But if you think about amateur radio, it is predominantly a listening hobby. So it's a listening activity. Works really well on YouTube, especially portable radio works really well on YouTube. Getting out and about, and you take the viewer outdoors with you. You know, you can try and share that experience. And I get lots of comments from people. Just turn that off. I get lots of comments from people saying thank you for taking me with you out there. So I think it's really it works, the combination of outdoor activities and radio. But if you think about it, actually, so one of the things that I wanted to do is actually do more of that, because when I've listened around the current amateur radio podcasts, if I'm driving or if I'm cooking in the kitchen, or if I'm just generally trying to listen to a podcast, they're all very similar in that they tend to focus a lot on reviews and news in the amateur radio world, which in itself is useful. It's interesting listening to discussions and reviews of stuff. But for me, what was missing, I think, is actually using that audio format for taking the listener outdoors and playing radio. Because in some ways you can get to hear the quality of radio, you can listen to what radio sounds like out in a portable situation. So in some ways it is a bit of a review of equipment, but it's more of an adventure. It's more about sharing the adventure. So the other day I described it as a mix between amateur radio and the Archers in many ways. So the podcast is called Portable Amateur Radio Podcast. You can access it on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, on Spreaker.com, on quite a number of the different podcast libraries. If you just do a search or ask your Amazon device or your Google Home device for Portable Amateur Radio Podcast, and you should get the podcast. And what I try and do with the podcast is going back through my back catalogue of videos and giving them a special edit for the podcast. So there may be stuff on here that you've heard already, but I've just added newer material to it or edited it down so it's more podcast friendly. But what I'm also going to be doing on here is actually adding extra content on some of the videos. So it might be some of the stuff on here will be you've not heard it before, and it's additional to the video work. There may even be there'll also be some podcasts that I put out that haven't got a video attached to it. specifically made for podcasts. So I've put a few on there already. I'm going to try and get about one a week, one podcast a week. On average, about between 10 and 20 minutes long at the moment. I may extend that, but I'm just trying to find the right mix and the right format for the podcast. For the podcast, I've got myself it's a Zoom recorder. The camera work that I've got, it records in pretty decent audio quality. I've got a little furry thing on the camera there as well, but with the Zoom, I can get a bit more close up to the action, and with the Zoom, I can also get more of the stereo field as well. So this is definitely much more for the audio field recording, and hopefully you'll get a better sense of the environment, the context in which that radio is happening. So yeah, some new toys to play with, to bring into the podcast. So it very much is an extension of the video work, and bit by bit I'll start to build up the audio podcast. So in that way you can hear me when you're driving the car, in the kitchen, or wherever you may want to go. You'll have the pleasure of listening to my dulcet tones on audio as well. So please leave some comments in below, give me some ideas of what you would like in the podcast that fits this sort of genre that we're creating here. And yeah, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy the video and the audio work as well. So that's it for now. I hope to see you and hear you again soon. So, and yep, bye bye for now.